All right. Welcome back to day 3, game number 2, I think. But day 2, game 3. But this is game number 50 of this weekend.
The half century
right?
already. Wow.
So welcome back to the 2025 Roller Derby World Cup, hosted by the Fearless Bruisers in Innsbruck, Austria. This is game 50 on day 3. We are on the SISU Mouthguards track. This is track number 2. This game is going to be Team West Indies in blue and Team USA in white, USA Roller Derby.
Wow.
My name is Chai Kilski.
I'm Liam Needson.
And we're thrilled to be here. So first we are going to go ahead and play the West Indies national anthem. So we will wait for this.
I think we've got a minute and a half before we do that, so...
oh yeah, let's do rosters. Well, we got a minute then?
Yeah.
All right, playing for USA Roller Derby, we've got 1057 Shira Powers, 123 Diamond, 1900 Cloak and Dragger, 21 Stan the Woman, 210 Tenacity, 221 Getty or Not, Here I Come, 23 Gala Frey, 247 Mia Palau, 340 Bonnie Thunders, 401 Tarantula, 48 Bricktator, 50 Scald Eagle, 68 Annie Swanson, 77 Lauren Much, 85 Mattitude Adjustment.
And for the West Indies, we have 0 Feral Fury, 007 Aphrodite for Destruction, 088 Amazing Disgrace, 16 Violent Attack, 186 Camboozled, 19 Hina Collider, 328 Tantrum, 38 Titch, 407 Amazon Warrior, 6 Jessica Ramit, 62 Marco, 63 Beta Parker, 751 Pokerface, 808 Bowser, 82 Princess Punch, and 98 Shellfire. So, both these teams victorious in their opening 2 games.
Yep.
West Indies having defeated the Chinese nations and yesterday Brazil. USA having defeated Chile and Filipino. And here is the anthem for the West Indies. So the United States will not be playing an anthem or reading out the statement, which is available for you to read on the social media. So we're just about ready to get going, and I can see in the bottom right of our screen Jumping Spider, who's one of our own, an announcer. I worked on the Fuego Latino game with him against Way.
And I talked to Spider this morning, just a little bit, because I mean we're in a crew together, so we get to do that. Just a big shout out, Jamie Stanley Pennant, wherever you may be. I wouldn't be here without you. That's for Spider. And then Jenna Chapman, if you're watching this, stop playing Baldur's Gate and go to sleep. But thank you for watching.
Yeah, so of course the winner of this game goes through to the quarterfinals this afternoon.
Yes, this afternoon.
Times. It's getting real, isn't it?
Yes, we don't even have these games on the schedule yet. We don't know who's going to win. On the other track, on track 1, the S1 track, we have France versus Netherlands.
Yeah,
the crowd is insane, so if you hear a lot of crowd noise, it's them. And then I think they'll probably all migrate over to US West Indies.
Yeah, I can see a few West Indies t-shirts in the crowd here, but it is absolutely rammed on the far side.
And guys, it's 9:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah, 8:30 in the United Kingdom. What's it? About 4:30 in the United States at the moment. On the
Well,
East
at
Coast,
home
I think.
at home in Denver, Colorado, it is 1:30 in the morning.
Oh wow! So if you're in the United States and you're watching this, you are true roller derby fans, and we appreciate you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so the teams are lining up on track. Looks like Aphrodite for Destruction with the star for West Indies, and Lauren Much to get us up and running for the United States.
You heard the whistle. The next one starts the jam.
Whew, I'm excited.
Yeah. Loving the Team West Indies. This is the first time I've got to see them play this weekend. Loving the rainbow stripes on the helmet and the rainbow stars.
Oh, Lauren Much.
Here we go.
Straight out there. 2 seconds into the first lead of the day for United States. Just ducked under that West Indies wall. But Aphrodite for Destruction is at the front of the pack, pushing against that strong USA tripod. Aphrodite, it's a power jam. First power jam of the day, high block here. So Lauren Much will have 30 seconds as the sole jammer on track and already put 4 points on the board for the reigning world champions. And just danced through in a toe stop, pivoting there. So 8 points now on the board for the United States. So the USA just trying to crowd out the West Indies blockers there, make life difficult for them. Lauren Much, just so athletic and agile.
Surprising no one.
Absolutely not. But, just making light work there already in a 16-point lead. Just over a minute gone in the opening jam of the game. Aphrodite for Destruction is back on track, and Amazing Disgrace goes from sit down in the penalty box. So Lauren Much only has 3 blockers to deal with. So West Indies can't spare a blocker for a bit of offense to try and get Aphrodite for Destruction out of a pack. Marco is doing her best to hold him back, and Lauren Much calls that jam. Or did it go to the full? Either way, the jam is over. So United States with a 20-0 lead after one jam. So a strong start for the United States. Like I say, surprising no one.
Yeah, no, surprising no one. So we maybe have a feeling about how this game will go. We want to see West Indies put up a good show, and that's what they've shown us so far this weekend. They've had 2 wins already. So I mean, they did set themselves up to play some of the best, one of the other best teams here. So we're definitely going to have a game.
Yeah, West Indies will bring the party regardless of score. And that's Bricktator with his start for the United States. Peter Parker for the West Indies. And Bricktator with the lead for the United States, trying to push their way past 1-9 Pina Colada. Pretty sure Pina Colada plays for Birmingham Roll Derby. I've definitely commentated on them when they play for the Blitz teams. So shout out to any Blitz teams watching here, well, former Blitz teams.
We've got a list.
Of course, we have a list. I don't have to guess. Yes, Birmingham Roller
No
Derby.
guessing for us.
No relying on my faulty memory. So 12 points already put up by Bricktator. Peter Parker still currently. We have our first United States penalty. So only 3 USA blockers currently on track.
Wow.
So Peter Parker with the start in her hand, currently looking, I believe that's Violet's attack with a pivot cover on the head. But Amazing Disgrace returned to track and has now gone back to the penalty box. I don't know if it was an illegal re-entry there, but Bricktator coming around for a 5th scoring pass. Peter Parker still trying to push her way past Gallifrey there. And Stan the Woman holding back Violet attack. Oh, Pina Colada takes out Bricktator, but illegally so to make for the jam. 24-point jam there. So they had a 20-point jam and a 24-point jam. 44-0. Less than 5 minutes on the clock.
Yep. This is looking similar. France is definitely beating the Netherlands right now. Probably looking at a similar sort of game.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop the stands, guys. The stands are pretty much full already.
And it's going to be even fuller tomorrow.
And we only got 2 games so far on these 2 tracks.
So we have Bonnie Thunder straight into the lead. There for the United States is Tantrum with the star for the West Indies. Oh, Tantrum takes a stumble. Their star in hand, their pivot is Jessica Ramit. Bonnie Thunder puts the first 4 points of her day on the board. So, there's lots of space on the inside line for Bonnie to take advantage of. So Tantrum still stuck at the back of that. Oh, they looked like they were going to get up the inside line, but that foot just went out of bounds thanks to a little hip check from Tarantula there, so all the way back. Oh, Pina Colada back from the penalty box, sending Bonnie Thunders to the outside and recycling. And Bonnie Thunder says, enough is enough. 4 more points or more, 12 points in that jam for the United States. 56 overall. So Scald Eagle against Gamboozled. Both sides sending out a different jammer for each of the opening 4 jams. It's nice to have a full bench, isn't it?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean...
it's a thing.
I think I was about 6 years into my derby career when I saw more than 12 skaters on the
We don't hate it. And there is Scald Eagle right there on the outside line. Done with that lead jammer status. But here comes Gamboozled! Completing the initial...
And you can hear the noise from our West Indies fans. That's not the Dutch, it's the West Indies.
Holding Eagle to 1 point.
Wow. I mean, Gamboozle is going to tell the grandkids about that.
So this is the first initial completed by West Indies so far.
It is.
Look, GM4, we got a couple warm-ups. Again, we sort of know how this game may go. USA Roller Derby already 57-0. And we see some of the Dutch and the French crowd already seeing what's going on over here and giving a nice cheer to the West Indies.
I mean, hearing that noise when they complete the initial pass, what's it going to be like when they score some points?
Yes.
And Laura Much on for her second jam and second lead. Poker Face with the star for the West Indies. The West Indies sending out 5 different jammers so far.
Sometimes you got to see what works, you know? You've just got to see who's going to have some success, and sometimes a different jammer style will be more successful.
And let's face it, jamming against the United States is going to be tiring. And Poker Face is out for her initial pass. 2 initial passes completed. As the crowd, I can't even hear my own voice.
Honestly, we might have to turn these mics up.
Wow. What's it going to be like tomorrow when there's 5,000 people in here? So
it's going to be crazy.
And is that a point? Have the West Indies got a point?
Yes!
The West Indies got 2 points.
Points for West Indies!
2 points for West Indies. And
we got 2!
Goes wild. Feral Fairy giving us a shimmy by the box.
This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun.
Let the record show, Poker Face, 2 points for the West Indies.
High scoring game.
Yes, United States, 69. And we have Aphrodite for Destruction, the first recycled jammer. Well, recycled jammers is not a term we want to use.
I heard some people cheer reduce, reuse, recycle last night.
And it's Aphrodite is very close to the front of the pack. Oh. And that is 48. That is Brictator. I thought Aphrodite was going to get lead, and I was going to get a bit excited. But Brictator through makes light work, about 4 points for the United States. The United States defensively are just out of this world.
So yeah, Yeti holding it down with Shira Powers. And that is Aphrodite. Still working her way through. She's got the star off. She's looking for the pivot, but Pivot is not really in a position to take it.
Foul taxes. Don't give it me here. I'm in a worse position than you.
Brictator pushing their own blocker to help them get through.
So third scoring pass for the United States now. Brick Tater just whizzing past Bammers and Laurie there. Oh, and they have a first star pass of the day. Violet attack out of the pack. Violet attack, another Birmingham Roller Derby alumni. So we have quite a lot of, again, well, I was going to say that was a 1 point jam, but no, it was a 1 point pass, 17 point jam for the United States. But yeah, West Indies getting a bit of success here, and we have a team time out.
We've got our first team timeout. Let us tell you about Crash Course by our friend Chrissy Crash. Crash Course helps busy roller derby athletes increase strength, endurance, and agility, conquer self-doubt, and create the habits of high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. Want to make 2-minute jams feel easy? Visit ChrissyCrash.com to download the free off-skates roller derby training series. Life is a contact sport. Win.
I was doing a Philippines game yesterday against Korea, and I was trying to get the...
Oh, just kidding. Not a team timeout.
Oh, it's an official timeout.
But it was an official timeout.
Oh, okay.
Well, we thought. Next time.
Well, during the Philippines-Korea game yesterday, I thought it'd be really fun to try and get the crowd involved and say, when I say life's contact sport, you say win, and they didn't go for it.
They didn't go for it?
No, I'm very disappointed.
The first part's a bit long, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to try get it going next time I'm in-house.
Okay, what's happening right now? We might.
Peter Parker up against Bonnie Thunders. Peter Parker looked like they were going to escape in the front, but Bonnie Thunders now out of the path.
There we go.
Princess punched the... But a full offense now from the West Indies before reforming into a 3-wall as Bonnie Thunders bears down on them. Speaking of Bonnie Thunders, we have thunderstorms forecast for today, which will be very, very welcome in this heat we've had in Innsbruck. It's been 30 degrees most days. I'm not sure what it is in Fahrenheit. It's like 90 something.
30 is about 88.
88? Okay. Oh, well.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, okay, fine.
I heard y'all complaining about like 28, and I was like, that's like 86. That's nothing. But again, I am originally from Texas, so.
We have a star pass, and
here we go. Second star
Jessica
pass.
Ramett with a star for the West Indies. Yeah, last time I was in the United States, we had days when it was 105 degrees Fahrenheit, and yeah, that was a lot.
You didn't even go to Arizona, did you?
No, I was in Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in Wales. I mean, 12 degrees Celsius is that's hot for me. So it's Scold Eagle up against Tantrum. I believe they faced off against each other earlier in the game. So the United States very close to the century point already, and we've had less than 12 minutes in the game, and Scold Eagle out of the pack for lead for the United States. United States 8th lead in a row. Oh, and another star pass
success.
Violet attack once again with a star for Birmingham West Indies. I'm so sorry.
Wow, I'm taking this paper away from you.
Yeah. If you're not going to read it, you don't get to play with it.
Hey, shout out to the S1 Helmet Company. They are the official protective gear of the Roller Derby World Cup. The S1 Lifer helmet is the best fit, best protection made for roller derby. Get a lifer. Be a lifer. S1 helmets and pads protecting roller derby since 2006. Visit s1helmets.com.
Yeah, so with that pass, the United States have got a century point 101, less than a quarter of the way into the game.
Yeah, the last 3 jams, we've had 3 star passes for the West Indies. They have gotten out on the initials for the past 5 jams, so that's good. That is progress. And we do have a new lead jammer. That is Annie Swanson now for USA Roller Derby. Team West Indies, that is Camboozled jamming. We are still waiting for that initial to be completed. Annie Swanson trying to come through, getting knocked out and recycled to the inside by, I think, Farrell Ferry over there. Nope. 088. Amazing disgrace. My bad. Swanson's trunk broke in warm-ups, so we had to wait a minute for that to get repaired before she could start jamming. But that is 4 more points on the board. We've got Camboozled knocked out by Shira Powers. That is going to be, unfortunately, a forearm for Camboozled and a power jam for USA Roller Derby and Annie Swanson. Swanson finding a way through the middle, getting a little push from Tarantula there. Also a part of Team Salam, but not playing with Salam this weekend, playing with USA. Unfortunately, I know our producer Kaboom is next to me, showing me the crying face. But here we are again. Andy Swanson back around on a scoring pass on his power jam, having scored 8 points so far in this. And now we will see a forearm on Tarantula. So USA down a blocker. Swanson keeping an eye on those referees and on that penalty box. West Indies defense really paying attention to Annie Swanson this jam. They're definitely not having as fast a success as they've been having the last few jams. So I'm thrilled to see this adjustment already from Team West Indies. But again, they have already won 2 games this weekend. It makes absolute sense that they can make adjustments this quickly. And we're only 15 minutes in. Usually you don't see teams start to adjust until you've got 10 minutes left in a first half. So that's just telling you the caliber of the players on the track right now. So here we go. Camboozled coming back. However, the jam will end with no more points scored. No initial, unfortunately, completed for West Indies on this one, but only a 15-point jam for the United States.
I mean, we say only, but
only, but that's the thing. You have
mortals, that's quite
when you have a game like this, you have expectations.
Yeah.
We kind of did this with Australia Salam too. I was with Bloody Laces from Australia, and we were like, all right, Australia, give us more than 8-point jam.
So Laura Much, pretty much a carbon copy of her first jam, just ducking under that wall and going straight out. And we have Poker Face with a star for West Indies. Poker Face, West Indies' top scorer. And Poker Face is out.
Free!
And eligible for points. But
we see Spider on the bench doing the windmill arms. Go, 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 go.
But Laura Marsh says, no points for you.
Yeah, so, obviously whoever wins this game will move on to the quarterfinals, but there is some kind of algorithm going, and that's going to determine who the United States plays later today and who gets, knocked out of the final bracket.
So we might think, show some mercy, let them get some points, but every point counts for the United States. But, so I thought we might potentially have an official review there as Jumping Spider was in the center of the track, but no such luck as Brictator out for the United States. Aphrodite for destruction for West Indies. Brictator's doing a nice knee slide on the infield there, recycled all the way back by Princess Punch. I knew the name. I was in my head. It was 88, so I was looking on my list. But I've seen Princess Punch skating several times when they were based in Manchester. Oh, it's a power jam to the West Indies.
Okay.
And we have a star pass. So Jessica Ramit with a star for the West Indies. And one USA blocker also in the box. So life just a little bit easier. And they are out.
What was the penalty?
I didn't see. I'm sorry. But Jessica Ramit almost out on the outside there. I think they picked up the full 4 points so far, but they're still stuck in that pack. Getting a little help from their blockers. Princess Punch trying to punch a hole in that wall there. As Brictator is back out of the box and back to business.
Nice hit, but a nice catch by West Indies.
Brictator finds space on the outside line and is out.
Tarantula watching that inside line. Literally, okay, I've always been a big Tarantula fan, girl.
Lovely apex jump there.
I just want to be that tall, I wish I was a little bit taller.
I wish I was a little bit tall. I'm 6 foot tall, and I still wish I was about 6'4".
I don't want to hear it, dude. I'm not 6 feet tall.
Well, I've been 6 foot since I was 13. I feel like I deserve to be 6'4" now.
Stop it.
And that is jam call. So 3 points on the board for the West Indies.
Okay, more points on the board for West Indies.
14 for the United States. That's 5 for the West Indies for the game.
Yes.
I remember watching I think it was the 2018 men's the MLDA World Cup, and watching,
So let's go ahead and talk, just so we know, we got to remember, we got to start saying the SISU Mouthguards penalty box. That is our sponsor here. This is also the SISU Mouthguards track 2. And we're on to jam number 12.
So we have Bonnie Thunders up against Peter Parker. And Bonnie Thunders getting a little bit of offense from 2-1-0 tenacity. And Pina Colada doing a good job of holding back Bonnie Thunders there. That was a power jam for USA as Peter Parker goes to the penalty box. Bonnie Thunders coming around now and putting another 4 points on the board for the United States.
Bonnie's economy of movement is always something to study, whether you're a jammer, a block, or a pivot, or anything at all. She is one of the most patient skaters I've ever watched, and honestly half of her jamming success, I think, comes from just waiting for other people to make an error.
Yeah, it's just conservative because a lot of jammers will just smash into the wall.
That was nice. So nice catch by the West Indies pivot right here. That's number 16.
That's Violet Attack.
Violet Attack. Yeti was playing some offense on the tripod. Bonnie's watching this as she's coming in. The only person that noticed and didn't pay too much attention to Yeti was Violet Attack. Hit Bonnie.
It's excellent vision from Violet Attack there.
Don't let offense distract you.
But that's Yeti heading, it's Cloak and Drag her heading to the penalty box for the United States. But Bonnie Thunders now has completed 4 scoring passes, now on her 5th scoring pass. And Peter Parker back on track, and Peter Parker is out, star in hand. Bowser heading to the penalty box for West Indies, so that both teams will start a blocker down.
Okay. 3v3. Hey, and we didn't get a chance to talk about this yet. I'm going to go down the officials list so you know who's playing or who's playing the officiating game. Our NSOs, we've got Awkward Moment, Barba, Bureaucrat, Charlie Chaperon. Oh, is it Charlie Chaperon? Frankenherder, Frankie Futura, Geo Knitter, Goosebumps, Jennifer Russell, Liz, OU, Speedy Convalescence. And, of course, our referees, we've got Don Scorleone, Jack, Curse So Good, Lise, Polly, Shrimp and Roll, Sweet, Tatote, and Tanitanium. And we do have our first team timeout for real this time. That is Team West Indies. So, Leo, tell us about Chrissy Crash.
I will be delighted. So, Crash Course presents Derby in Paradise, a 7-day roller derby retreat to recharge your body, reignite your game, and connect with new roller derby friends on the coast of Nicaragua. Visit ChrissyCrash.com. That's Chrissy Crash with a K for dates and details. So I would love very much to make 2-minute jams feel easy.
I know, right? It sounds amazing, doesn't it?
Fantastic, yeah. I'd love for a 30-second jam to feel easy, but, you know. It's good to
honestly, there's some hard 30-second jams out there.
Oh, yeah.
Another shout out to 888, elevating your derby safety standards with cutting-edge technology. 888.
So we have Skull Eagle currently stood at the WFTDI jam line. With the start, in fact, there's 2 West Indies blockers, Violet Attack in the penalty box as well. And we have Tantrum up against Skull Eagle. 3rd time we've seen this pairing, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. We will check with
And Skull Eagle dancing around those 2 West Indies blockers and taking lead for the United States. The start is off for Tantrum, but their pivot is currently in the box. And Skull Eagle muscling their way through there for 4 points for the United States. Oh, this is the 2nd time we've had this matchup. I'm just making things up, I apologize. So West Indies now back up to their full complement of 4 blockers. Their jammer still currently trapped in the pack, but at least they have a pivot now to try and take the start, which Violet Attack has done on at least 2 occasions, maybe even 3. So Violet Attack trying to get in there against Cloak and drag her, but Skull Eagle around for pass number 4. as USA are closing in on the double century, as we are now only 8 minutes left in the first half. This game's going by so fast, isn't it?
Yes.
Skull Eagle now approaching 24 points. I think that's the joint highest jam we've had today is 24. Still 30 seconds left in this jam, and still the West Indies jammer trapped in that pack.
Whoa, Eagle.
Skull Eagle
In the box.
committing crimes, going to the box, a back block penalty.
Maybe, yeah, back block.
It's,
the refs aren't always facing us, so it's hard for us to see what they're doing with their hands if they're really in front of their bodies.
Yeah, so this will be a power jam start to the West Indies. Oh, an official review from Team USA.
Okay.
So I imagine they'll be challenging that penalty call. So we will find out that very shortly. So, of course, our jam lines are sponsored by WFTDI. Start every jam off knowing you're covered with WFTDI insurance. WFTDI, keeping you on track. WFTDI.com.
You know, I was looking at all the leagues everybody is from, and there's definitely more diversity of roller derby leagues for the team West Indies, which we would expect. A lot of them are from the London area. We've got 4 actually playing for London Roller Derby. We've got 1 from Arizona Roller Derby, Mako. I was like, I know that name. That's familiar. I was at Cactus Cup this year. We've got Birmingham Roller Derby represented in the coaching crew. Windy City Rollers, that's Jumping Spider, our friend. Rainy City, Bristol, Coventry, Sheffield, Rebellion, Milton Keynes, Leicestershire, the Dolly Rocket Rollers, and of course London Rock and Rollers, Paris Roller Derby even. We've even got unaffiliated skater, completely unaffiliated. Yeah. And of course the United States is a little bit less diverse. We've got only just 1 from Gotham. That's going to be Yeti or Not. We've got 6 from Arch, 6 from Rose. We've got 1 from Angel City. We do have Dizzy Izzy not skating today from New Jack City. That's Jacksonville. 1 from Grand Raggedy. Wow. Diamond from Race City Rebels in Indiana.
Just goes to show how times have changed. When I first started watching roller derby, Gotham were the dominant force in roller derby. Now they've only got 1 skater in the team.
And a couple of folks from Concussion Roller Derby on the West Coast as well. The USA OR, they are looking to rescind a low block. That was what Eagle got there. A low block on White 5-0. That is your jammer Skull Eagle. So we will see what they say.
So the result is being advised to the coaches in the moment. Just wait for thumbs up or thumbs down from Batter Sausage, who is doing the in-house calls for this game.
You see Don Scorleone coming over to talk to some of the officials over here.
So here comes
they tried it, and now Eagle will stay in the box.
It's worth a go, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always worth a shot. We only got 7 minutes left in the first half. Looks like she still scored 24 points on that jam. So we're going to make sure that West Indies keeps that power jam that they earned. And we'll see if we see some more points on the board for West Indies.
And it is Cam Boozled with a star for this power jam start. And Skull Eagle now stood in the penalty box for less than 10 minutes on this power jam.
A direction.
Skull Eagle is back on track now and out of a pack the lead, Gemma.
And is the lead. So direction on Yeti here. We had a chance for a lead for West Indies. That U.S. defense is pretty good.
Solid.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep.
And not bad. They're the best in the world for a reason. And
right there on the outside.
Gold on the outside, yeah. 4 points up for the USA. Oh, and Cam Boozled is out of the pack. the Skull Eagle pushing through. 4 more points calls to jam. 8-0 to the United States. 186 for the game. So scoring has slowed down a little for the United States. They rushed into they were over 100 points before the quarter-hour point.
Yep.
And so 6 minutes left in this half, and there's still about 14 points away from a double century. So it's not slowed down a lot, but so we have Poker Face up against Alice. That Poker Face has lead for the West Indies. Lead for the West Indies. Annie Swanson up against Princess Punch, being held back.
But held back right all the way until Poker Face is back for a scoring pass. So, okay, defense, West Indies.
So no, I thought it was a power jam for a moment, and it was just USA requesting one, but
yeah, sure, requesting one. That's good. Wow. Okay, it's Tarantula taking a spill with a West Indies blocker.
Yeah. So
and 4 more points up for Annie Swanson. Poker Face still on that first scoring pass. All points are good points.
Yeah. When you have a chance for points against the USA,
take it.
You might as well take
it. Keep
it.
going. Keep going.
Go as long as you can. And she calls for jab. There's Swanson on the third. So another 2 points for the West Indies. 7 points now for the game. A further 3 for the United States. So that is 11 points on that jam, taking them to 197 for the game. Wow, that was loud.
I know, right? So we got some fun facts here. I love this about Tenacity. So Tenacity started playing roller derby at the age of 12, and Tenacity is the given name.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, when you give your child that name, you expect great things, and they have,
I mean, you have to, yeah.
They have lived up to it. Lauren Much taking lead there for the United States. Aphrodite for Destruction with a star for the West Indies.
And we do have a power jam for the United States here. We got a cut track call on Aphrodite.
Oh, and it's
a cut.
So we will have a jammer switcheroo.
The rare cut on Lauren Much. Jammer swap, power jam, West Indies.
So this will be a full 2-minute jam now, as Lauren Much was lead jammer. And Aphrodite.
Okay.
Not quite out. It's a high block, so they will go back to the box. So it will now be a power jam.
High block.
To the United States.
Trading power jams. And yep, nice hole there in the inside line there for Lauren Much.
So
bringing them over that 200 mark.
Out of the box and straight through there. And Violet Attack doing their best to hold back the Tenacity there.
Speaking of Violet Attack, this is her fourth World Cup as a skater.
Wow.
Been playing roller derby since 2006.
The first time I saw them was 2016. They'd already been skating 10 years by the first time I saw them. And,
yeah.
And 9 years have elapsed since then. Wow. So, ducking under the hips of Pina Colada there, trying to take them out. And just as soon as I said the scoring had slowed down for the United States, they responded with a 20-point jam.
Oh my gosh.
I believe that's called a person commentator.
And so no initial held up for the West Indies. Big shout out to SISU Mouthguards, smash hard, skate harder. SISU Mouthguards has your back and your teeth. The SISU is the official mouthguard of the Roller Derby World Cup.
And speaking of SISU, the SISU penalty box is currently empty. That's
Whoa.
what we like to see. And we have Peter Parker for the West Indies, and taking lead for the United States, it is for a Brictator. Brictator now engaging that wall, picking up points for the United States. Peter Parker still stuck in there. And to borrow a a phrase from Jumping Spider. That is a very congealed pack.
Yeah.
I love that. I want to work on when I come to more. If I said Power Jam to the United States as Peter Parker was sent to the box. So Brictator has 30 seconds as the lone jammer to really rack up a points for the United States. So the period and the jam clock are almost simultaneous, so this is probably going to be the last action of the first half. As 4 more points put up on the board by Brictator for the United States.
So we've had 6 power jams now given up by West Indies. That means they've had 6 jammer penalties so far in the first half.
That's not what you want to do against the United States. Life's difficult enough. You want your jammer on the track. And that is good blocking there by Princess Punch to just shift Brictator into the infield there. But Brictator straight back up and on the track now, pushing the way past Jessica Ramit. Jessica Ramit, a blocker, but also having picked up the most individual points for the West Indies team. Picked up 3 points when they were the pivot earlier. Well, when they took the style pass. Brictator now putting 24 points, equaling the highest scoring jam. And they call the jam there. And unless someone calls a team timeout, that will be halftime.
I think it's going to be too late for that, guys. I think that's halftime. That means we're going to take a little break, and we will come right back in, I don't know, about 10 minutes or so. We'll have a little chat.
Yeah.
USA Roller Derby sitting on 241 points. Team West Indies having 7 points.
The S1 Pro knee pad is built to last and perform, blending highly durable fabrics and materials into an innovative design with exceptional craftsmanship. We use a very tough, military-grade ballistic nylon for the outer shell material. We triple-stitched every seam to prevent blowouts and reinforced all of the straps with additional stitching. Our top straps are made with a high-retention elastic that minimizes excessive stretching and incorporates a length adjustment system to allow you to lengthen or shorten the top strap. The inner knee cup mold is streamlined and deep-fitting and features a 4-tiered foam system combining varying densities of foam with shock-dispersing foam to achieve both shock reduction and comfort on impact. The inner foam layer is a high-rebound memory foam which absorbs shock and molds to your knee on impact, stabilizing the knee, helping to prevent slippage. Our kneecap has a flat surface that supports stability on impact and is made with a high abrasion polycarbonate plastic for durability. The S1 Pro knee pad: stability, durability, functionality.
First rule of SISU is wearing a mouth guard is cool. Say the word. SISU! Second rule of SISU is use a thin mouth guard, not a big old gummy one. Say the word. SISU! Third rule, pick your SISU style. Fourth rule, talk, breathe, drink easily. SISU, SISU, SISU! The final rule of SISU is, unlike others, you've got up to 20 times to remold it. Who's got SISU? SISU!
They call it a sport, but we know better. It's a symphony of dedication, grit, and heart. Tuned to one another in a composition of chaos on a stage built for progress. Athlete-driven innovation from the first whistle to the final score. Every hit, every fall, every win, every loss, every team, every season, every body. We've got you covered.
This is the totally redesigned Lifer Visor helmet from S1. Featuring our patented Fusion foam, this helmet has the impact protection you've come to expect from an S1 helmet and is both multiple impact and high impact certified. Our new custom visor is made with a high impact polycarbonate lens, which is optically correct and features our patented cover catcher, which allows for multiple covers to be worn with easy on-off. The outside lens has an anti-scratch coating, while the inside has an anti-fog coating. The outer shell is equipped with in-mold mounting hardware, so that the visor can be removed and replaced if needed. The S1 Lifer Visor helmet, where innovation and function are actualized.
Back. We've got about 3 minutes left, so we're going to talk about some stuff. So, as you know, both of these teams have won 2 games already this tournament. USA took the win over Chile, 455-34, and of course the win over Fuego Latino, 266-41. So that was actually a really good result for Fuego. West Indies won big time over Chinese nations, 257-85, and over Brazil, 255-57. So pretty good performance, pretty consistent performance.
Yeah. Over
those 2 teams. The highest point scorers for the United States so far, that's been Bricktator with 79 out of 241 points. 77, that is Lauren Much with 56. Bonnie Thunders with 44. Scald Eagle with 37 points, and Annie Swanson with 26 points. For West Indies, we've got 7 points, but those were scored by Pokerface, who got 4, and our good friend, number 6, Jessica Ramett, I think, as the pivot, got 3 points. Yeah. So pivot taking the star. So that has been good. Not a very penalty-heavy game so far, but I think, honestly, it's been going too fast for the refs to see a lot of things. 11 penalties for USA Roller Derby. 14 for West Indies. So again, super clean, but unfortunately 6 of those penalties for West Indies have been jammer penalties. So they've given up 6 power jams to USA Roller Derby.
That's a reasonably clean game from the West Indies blockers, which is always nice to see.
Oh, yeah, no, everybody's playing real smart for sure. So, we're going to hopefully see some adjustments from West Indies in the second half, a little bit more of the defense, maybe a little more focused offense. Because offense is happening. It's just not always successful, or the Jammers aren't catching on to it. Meanwhile, we are seeing the USA Roller Derby Jammers definitely watching for the offense. You're seeing a lot of nonverbal communication to the pack, and you see the people in the pack a little bit more head on a swivel looking for those things.
Yeah.
But yeah, thoughts?
Well, what can you do against the United States? They're just tremendous athletes.
Sure.
So I've always wondered, what is the difference between the United States and the rest of the world? Because they're not professionals either. What are they doing so differently that no one else can seem to match? And
I think there's a level of conditioning that's expected from USA Roller Derby that's not always expected. Obviously, the United States is where most roller derby happens, so competition there is incredibly fierce. If you live in an area that only has one league nearby, that's the league you play with, and that's kind of where you learn. You kind of learn a little bit in isolation. And, we've seen some really interesting stuff come out of that. Look at Dos por Cuatro, and the Argentinian national team. They're amazing. But even the Mexican team, very different styles of play than we see from, like, the North American-based teams like Canada, United States, and even some of the European teams.
Yeah.
We saw Ireland completely outclassed by Mexico yesterday. So it's very interesting to see what are you bringing to the table from, wherever you're coming from for this tournament, and how does that gel or clash with other teams' play styles, and what kind of results does that give you? But I'm going to hand it over to you. We've got our first GM on, and we got our first lead jammer. That's Bonnie Thunders. What's good, Liam?
So, yeah, Bonnie Thunders up against Aphrodite for Destruction. Aphrodite for Destruction with the star in hand. I noticed that they'll take the star off, but the pivot tends not to really look for the star pass. The pivot is actually heading to the penalty box now. So, two West Indies blockers in the penalty box. After I just said that the blockers had skated quite a clean game. Now
exactly,
half of the pack decide to just go for a sit down. But Bonnie Thunders putting a further 4 points up for the United States. So we have Mako, the United States based skater there at front of the pack for West Indies. West Indies now back up to their full complement of blockers, but Bonnie Thunders still weaves in and out, putting another 4 points up on the board for the USA. And
hey, Aphrodite!
So first jam, and the West Indies get an initial pass. We have a cheer from the crowd, but no points, but...
You know what? But that fist means initial completed.
Oh, yes. No duck of denial on this jam.
So I know there's recommendations on the casebook for what you should do, like what hand signal you should make if you haven't completed your initial pass. But it's been explained to me that it's a little bit open to interpretation.
All right.
Yeah, so we've seen, some refs, doing a little like hand wave over their heads. Oh, here we go. Oh, a nice hop there by Eagle to get that lead jammer status. Hanging back between the pivot and the WFTDI jam line, we do have Peter Parker for West Indies, still working on the initial. You see that tripod held down by Tarantula, who most recently was with Rose last year, now with concussion. Almost impossible to get past her if she's touching you. Eagle finding a way through the outside line. Oh, missing that hit by number 19 Aspina Collider. We're gonna see, I think, maybe another star pass. Peter Parker pivot right next to each other. Princess Punch wearing the stripe for West Indies. Eagle again through for another scoring pass. Oh, we've got a star pass. Oh, and a knockout by Mia Palau. We're going to see no one press. That was safe. Good job. Mia Palau also went out. And now we're going to see a forearm.
It's on Violet attack.
On Violet attack, who is a blocker. Going to the SISU guards penalty box. Eagle again, another scoring pass. Princess punch with the star in hand. Oh, big ol' hit on Eagle.
And that is Amazon Warrior getting some airtime there for the West Indies.
Yeah, you don't really want to give Eagle your side. That's not usually a good plan. She usually does have the leverage to knock you a few feet out of the way.
Yeah, don't give Eagle anywhere legal to hit. That's our biggest individual jam of the game so far. 28 points for Eagle there.
I'm going to say, having blocked Eagle in scrimmage at least, the best thing you can do is touch her with as much of your body as possible.
And pray, probably. Yeah.
And yeah, a little bit of praying if you do that. But honestly, that's going to be the way for all of these USA skaters is you have to touch them. There's no way giving them any space to roam is they're going to get lead, they're going to get patched, they're going to get your point. So get on them, get sticky. And here we go again, another lead for the United States. A Swanson this time.
So we have
A high block
penalty
on Tenacity.
So Swanson now pushing hard on that West Indies wall at front of the pack, making their pivot comes to punch a hole in it. That's 2-3. Gallifrey helping out the jammer there for the United States. And it's Federal Ferry with the star for Team West Indies. I thought we've seen. Oh, so we've had the star pass, so
Yes,
that's
yes.
why Federal Ferry is for jammer for West Indies.
Yeah, Farrell Ferry started as the pivot. And is now the jammer. Annie Swanson again coming through for another scoring pass. Only scored 7 so far, so that must have been a no-earned pass on one of those. But does pick up all 4 now for 11. USA now on the 300 points. Almost untouched as they try to get Farrell Ferry out of that pack. The thing is with jammers playing defense sometimes when they choose to be that like 5th blocker, nobody actually trains for that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't always work as well as you think it might.
Yeah,
Unless you've planned for like a tripod and a 2-wall and like are covering the zones of it. It doesn't really work very well. So better served by trying to do a full team offense while Annie Swanson, takes the time coming around a track. Not every jammer goes around a track at the same speed. So sometimes you have like 4 seconds, sometimes you have like 7 or 8 seconds. Also, depending on how tired you are. But that's enough time on a track. You know this. You know how fast this goes.
Oh, yeah.
That 3 seconds is a long time to try something, especially if you're all coordinated. That's plenty of time to do like a full pack offense. Get that jammer out. Stop the bleeding.
Especially with the skill level we have on display here.
Exactly. I mean, that's kind of my thing. And I wonder if Spider is going to do this. We do have a team timeout for West Indies. That's their second timeout. But yeah, that's the thing is if I'm playing a team like this, I want to think, okay, I'm not probably going to win this game. I'm going to go in with that winning mindset, but I want to make sure I'm setting myself up for some success, which means what are the things I'm going to have to do for my jammers? I'm going to have to play offense. I'm going to have to get really sticky with my defense, dedicate some folks to some things. I would have been practicing a full 3 or 4 person offense, or even just a really solid 2-person offense. You can do a lot. And that's a lot. That's like what we saw a lot at Champs last year. You did see a lot of this 2-and-2 defense, offense kind of split where they would immediately off the line catch the jammer with 2, because usually you can.
Yeah.
Usually you can. The jammers don't have speed, and they don't have all the speed yet.
When you've seen 2 blocks on track, they still held the
Easy
jammer.
peasy, yeah. And then have some offense, and then one of those blockers peel off as soon as the jammer is free and go join that defense. And if the jammers know your plan, which, you hope, it can work out really nicely.
And I suppose in a game like this as well, when you are this far behind the West Indies, you have freedom to experiment and throw caution to the wind.
You should. All right, on the WFTDI jam line, we do see Who is this? Lauren Much and Camboozled. Liam.
Here, bring the mic close to my face. Apparently the people at home want to hear my voice.
Maybe I talk too loud.
So Laura Much with lead jammer there for Team USA, having picked up 4 points there. Violet attack being pushed towards and play being kept away from their jammer there so that they can't pass the star. Being held back by 8-5 Mattitude adjustment by the USA, trying to prevent that West Indies star pass. Oh, Lauren Mush just waving in and out. Anytime she takes a hit, she looks unfazed. If I was hit like that, I would be through that door behind us, but
right.
She just doesn't even shrug. The West Indies still just not offering their jammer much offense at all. It's just full defense by the West Indies here. And we have had a star pass, so it's a Violet attack now with the star for
Violet
the West
attack.
Indies.
Completed the initial.
Yes. West Indies still waiting for their first points of the second half, but they've got out a couple of times, so.
Woo. Hey, shout out to Vifa Skates. Vifa is historic European skate brand crafted quality footwear since 1920 and producing roller skates since the 1950s. Proudly made in Europe, Vifa combines traditions and innovation right from their Vienna-based workshop. Learn more about their color customizable line at vifaskates.com and find them on Instagram at Vifa Skates. And I'm saying Vifa, but I mean W-I-F-A Skates.
A lot of noise coming from track 1 in a moment as it's Brictator against Poker Face. Poker Face, the top scorer for the West Indies today, picked up 4 points all throughout the game over 2 separate games. The star has come off ahead of Brictator, but it wasn't voluntary, so they are still eligible to pick up lead. But Poker Face at the front of the pack, pushing hard on Cloak and Drag her, and Yet You're Not Here I Come. But there's Brictator to just crush their dreams and take lead jammer for the United States. Princess Punch now trying to give them some offense. Only 2 West Indies blockers on track. The other 2 currently in the SISU Mouthguards penalty box. Princess Punch chasing the jammer out of the pack, but can't hold them back. Now we have a 3rd West Indies blocker on track, trying to sweep Brictator off the outside line, but Brictator uses his strength to stay in bounds.
I love watching Brick skate. There's so much joy in watching Brictator jam. Like, you can tell she's enjoying herself so much.
It's just a masterclass, you know, from a Welsh-British perspective. Well, this is unlike anything we get at home, to be honest. So.
We do see the USA pivot in the box with a forearm. So pack advantage West Indies. Brick trying to spin around. Yes, knocked out to the inside line. Gonna have to recycle. Who's that? Farrell Ferry. Farrell Ferry, MVP, okay? What? The blocking from Farrell Ferry has been so good this game.
I think the West Indies complete their initial pass just at the end of that jam, so 3 points up on the board there for the United States, 11-4 for jam.
A low-scoring jam for them.
So now we have Bonnie Thunders up against Aphrodite for Destruction.
First sub 20 points in the second half.
Wow.
Yeah. Every jam so far has been more than 20, except for that last one, which was 11. Wow. Now here comes Bonnie Thunders, the lead jammer.
I mean, no pressure.
No pressure. Yeah, all good. Aphrodite.
I imagine Bonnie eats pressure for breakfast. So.
Oh, wow, nice footwork there. Right on the outside line. It's always a desperate place to end up, but again, as long as you're, making sure you juke yourself at those like 45-degree angles, nothing crazy, you really can always manage to stay in bounds, even if you do take a hit. Yes, another star pass to our good friend Violet Attack.
That's the thing about the United States jammers. They're so agile. They just dance around. As a blocker, you can't get your footing because you're having to dance a little bit to.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you secrets.
Oh yes, please. I need all the secrets I can get.
Look, you have to start doing lunges.
Lunges?
All the time.
Okay.
All the time.
The public do not want to see me doing lunges, but...
You don't have to do it in public if you don't want to.
Oh, I'll do it in public. I don't care what the public wants. They're going to get me doing lunges.
Lunges. But lunges, honestly, that's going to help you the most with everything. Because a lot of people, they're like, oh, I got to get lower. And they tend to bend over at the waist. You want to bend your knees more than your hips.
Oh, definitely.
Here comes Eagle again, your lead jammer. But if lunges, that's going to help you when you're learning to juke. If you already know how, it's going to make you better. And we see a direction on a blocker heading to the box. Eagle getting a little trouble there on the inside line. Has to recycle.
I don't know.
And Eagle does, Eagle goes for the lines if they're open. She does, play it safe a lot. She'll jump, but she'll usually play it pretty safe and stay in the middle of the track. Another successful star pass, initial completed. This is the adjustment we wanted to see from West Indies. Our producer is telling me another secret about lunges. Lunges will give you some nice cake.
I like the little sketch there. So we
got a picture and everything.
I'm guessing that's a pair of shaking knees. So lunges will make the knee shake.
Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah.
Those aching thighs. Annie Swanson out for lead for the United States in tantrum with star for West Indies. Oh, okay.
A nice spill there, but lost the star, but landed on it, picked it up. That was graceful.
I'm always jealous of people who fall over gracefully.
Nice hit. Nice hit out by Pina Collider. We can't make everybody the MVP, but I really want to.
I mean, the West Indies have definitely got spirit. They're bringing the party today.
Yeah.
I mean, how good was the West Indies anthem? That's just... Annie Swanson being held back here by Mako, but Mako gets a 4-hour penalty for their trouble. I definitely cursed the West Indies blockers because I complimented how clean they were in the first half, and I'm sure they've.
Everybody gets tired in the second half. I don't think that's you. That's not you this time. This time.
This time.
Be careful. Use your powers for good. Oh, wow. Beautiful two-wall work by West Indies here, knocking Annie Swanson out on the inside line. 808 Bowser. And I want to say that was Pina Collider too. The two-wall, super nice.
I don't want to bring up the curse of commentator again. This is more of a curse of the producer telling us that was the first sub-20 jam, and we haven't had a over 20 jam since we were told that.
Ooh.
I think we have 3 or 4 jams, all under 20 points. So yeah,
witches.
That's on our producer.
Witches.
But regardless, United States on 370 points and another lead jam for Lauren Much. Camboozled with a star for the West Indies.
Just saying, if you're watching this and you're not in the public Discord, you probably should be, because we're going to post a little picture there just to let you in on our jokes.
So I'm just looking at the United States results from the last World Cup, and they've outscored themselves from every game except when they played my country, Wales, in that World Cup, where they put up
in 2018.
469 points to Wales' 21, and those are the best 21 points I've ever experienced in roller derby.
Yeah, so scores to beat.
But of course, they put up 455 against Chile in the first game in this one, so
they did.
Some way to go. There's still a quarter of this game left.
Plenty of time.
But like I say, every point counts for the rankings in this accelerated Swiss style that we have going on. So the United States are guaranteed a quarterfinal spot, but who their opponents are is a mystery. So it's definitely quieting down on the far side, so we're guessing game 1 is over. There's lots of empty seats, so hopefully they'll move over.
I think a lot of them have moved over here.
Yeah, So
yeah, Team West Indies held scoreless so far. All these 7 points were scored in the first half.
So Lauren Much now approaching a 20-point jam just after I said they hadn't scored 20 points in a number of jams. So yeah, there's the 20 points for Lauren Much, taking the United States to 390 points. So Camboozled still in the pack for the West Indies.
Shout out to everybody watching the streams. We really are glad you got this watch pass. This is really nice, cheap pay-per-view. If you've ever bought an event, this is like 35 USD. This is for the entire weekend. It's awesome. You do a video on demand. You'll be able to watch it later. Of course, the person who asked for the drawing is my own teammate at home. Shout out to Patty. Shout out to Gay of Reckoning, another one watching from Denver. So they're up late tonight here for the Squats versus Lunges Discord. Team Squats. Oh, okay. Squats versus Lunges.
Oh, wow.
Both good. I say both. And we have a new lead jammer. That is Bricktator for USA Roller Derby. Pokerface still working on the initial brick coming in. West Indies reforming just in time for the catch. We see the required offense now, 2-4-7. That's Mia Palau with the offense. And that's 4 points for Bricktator. Pokerface still working on its initial. Pushed out to the outside line. Tarantula knocked out of bounds. That doesn't happen too often. Looking for maybe a star pass to the pivot. But again, they're mindful of Bricktator. Bricktator's had to touch everybody every time she's come through this pack so far. Pokerface still star in hand. Oh, big ol' apex jump and a star pass. Star pass.
And the crowd loves the star pass. We'll take our initial passes any way we can take them here.
Get those initials in. Initials mean points are possible.
Oh, yes. Can't get points without an initial, and without those points, there's no excitement.
Oh, and we now have Calamity Ren watching from California, even further away. Squats versus Lunges, please vote. You need to have an option for both.
You voted for Squats, but I thought you were Team Lunge.
Purple Pain has been playing roller derby here and has time to put a vote in our Discord. Thanks, Pain. Here we go again, Bonnie Thunders and Aphrodite for destruction. Oh, almost had it on the inside line, but it is going to be Bonnie Thunders.
And it's a power jam now to Bonnie Thunders. A high block there by Aphrodite. Bonnie Thunders coming around. The United States have passed the quad century mark now.
Yes.
So I believe Netherlands put up, was it over 500 points in against Taiwan, if memory serves. So that's the highest score of the weekend.
Whoa.
Still a long way to go before we reach that point, as Bonnie Thunders now racking up points as a United States blocker in the box as Aphrodite for destruction comes back on.
And we saw Mako actually get knocked out and recycled back. You don't see U.S. wasting too much time trying to recycle a blocker, but maybe there was some pack stuff happening there. And there we go. That's the initial for Aphrodite. And everybody in the crowd is doing the mirroring the motion, waving that star.
Looks like Bonnie Thunders running his jam to get the blocker out.
Hit
so
that
we might
pack.
Get points.
Hit that pack. Get some points. That's at least a point.
I think that's at least 2 because of the blocker in.
Okay, Bonnie knocked out to the outside. So we don't have a lead. Bonnie was not the lead jammer. We got all 4 points on the board for Team West Indies.
And that is the highest scoring individual jam for the West Indies.
Yeah, so far they only had 3 and 2. We got 4 points.
I know.
11 points in jam number 11. And we're going to see 2 more points. 6 points for West Indies. First score this half for West Indies. Sorry, I got to do one more.
Multiple pass for the West Indies as well.
Multiple pass.
So we have team timeout for USA?
I think so. So shout out to Skate Good Club. Roller derby uniforms that work as hard as you do with 4 different uniform options and 6 different links. Skate Good Club guarantees everyone will feel comfortable on the track. Skate Good, look good. Learn more at skategoodclub.com. Also, we've got a lot of great skate shops here, so I'm going to hit some of those. Double Threat Skates. Established in 2013, we are one of Europe's most trusted roller derby shops, owned by Kitty from London. Roller derby, every single one of them working in the shop plays roller derby. We are cool. They said that.
They are cool.
They are cool. So, Sucker Punch Skate Shop, also biggest roller derby shop in Europe. Fast shipping, large stock, expert advice at the best price. SuckerPunchSkateShop.com. And we've also got Hellbow Skating, European leader for roller derby team uniform, jersey, and leggings, made in France. Available at myrollerderby.com.
So
we got an official review? No.
I thought I could see. Oh no, it's an official timeout. Sorry, I thought I could see Jumping Spider signaling an official review, but I think he's actually just bantering with the crowd.
He's just happy, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Shout out to all the volunteers and officials that make this weekend possible, all of our medics, all of our photographers, all my wonderful announcing crew, all our excellent track leads. Scarlett O'Hurch, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, and shout out to whoever's had to organize all of this, because this is a mammoth job.
Fearless Bruisers, you're doing it.
So,
we're all doing it together.
Like I say, 5,000 people in attendance this weekend, and
oh yeah, we're sold out.
the final's going to be
We're all
bouncing.
sold out. Everything is sold out already, so if you wanted to come here, it's too late. And I've also got my roller derby, the roller derby shop specialist in France and Europe. So Hellbow Skating, I'm not sure about that link. It is myrollerderby.com, so maybe Hellbow is a part of that, or they have their own website, but they did not tell us. Also, big shout out to Blood and Thunder. They are a roller derby inspired apparel brand since 2006. Go to bloodandthundermag.com for all the good stuff. They have great shirts. Love them. Love them. Here we go, 5 seconds.
So it is Skull Eagle for the United States and straight through for lead. Once again, United States lead in all but 2 jams. So Bonnie Thunders didn't get lead on that last jam, so that's only the second time the United States haven't had lead. But yeah, Skull Eagle resuming the tradition of the United States taking lead. We have 8 minutes left.
The traditional lead jammer.
It's a time-honored tradition. It's a tradition I've never adhered to. I've always been, not lead.
You like to switch back and forth a bit, yeah?
Yeah.
Real unconventional of you.
Yeah, I just like being stuck for 2 minutes. Just I hate myself. Skull Eagle now. 4th scoring passes. Peter Parker still stuck on that initial start in hand. Violet attack with a pivot once again for West Indies. Skull Eagle takes his pass for the 20-point mark. So I made the mistake of saying they haven't had a over 20-point jam in a long time.
No, we've had a few of those.
It's like buses in the United Kingdom, nothing comes for ages and they all come at once. So very unlike the public transport here in Austria, which is very reliable and reasonably priced. So we have a star pass.
And a star pass.
Will Violet get her first points? Oh no. So Violet has taken the star several times, but it's always been called before she has a chance to put any points on the board.
But you know what? They're forcing the call off. That's literally what that means. That call off is over. That is the 4th star pass for Violet Attack this game.
Wow.
And we've already passed their star pass record for the first half. They took 4 star passes in the first half. They already have hit 4. I want to say this is like number 5. Yep, number 5. And USA Roller Derby has lost their pivot to the box. And it looks like they're saying that was a multi. 6 star pass, my bad. And now,
so
let's have a tantrum. Annie Swanson is your lead jammer. Oh, but I'm seeing a cut track call assessed to tantrum. Unfortunately, Power Jam USA Roller Derby. Now it is time for this wonderful West Indies defense to shine. They're working on that hurricane blocking. USA is obviously playing a lot of Very interesting individual offense, but it's not working for them. Swanson now having to recycle back behind the pivot line and finds a way through here.
Sometimes going off track and getting a bit of a breather and a run up, that can do you some good. And here's Swanson now getting a bit of momentum, slamming into that West Indies wall. We have a start stash from the boxing tantrum is out.
Okay, tantrum.
I mean, that.
And again, forcing the call off.
8 points with a power jam against you. That is tremendous work by the West Indies defense there.
Only 8 points. 464-13, just over 5 minutes left in this game.
So 5 more points in the United States will have surpassed. Well, they've surpassed their record for this World Cup, and they'll surpass their record for the last World Cup as well. So we have Laura and Much, who takes the lead. Jammer down the inside line easily there for the United States. And it's Camboozled with the star for the West Indies. Trying to push their way. United States just keeping her well away from her own pivot, so that no pass, no penalty on that one, so 3 points.
We did see a no-earned pass there, so only 3 points picked up.
And that's a full 4-point pass there for the United States. Taking the total to 471, not 171. Wow, that's old history, that is. Camboozle still looking for that star pass, but West Indies still going full defense.
Okay,
there is a star pass.
Star pass, lucky number 7. Again, to Violet attack. Much is like, yeah, I'm just going to call it, whatever. Another sub 20-point jam. And we got some more cheering here for West Indies from the crowd.
I'd love to know what they're singing to report it to you, unless it's really rude, but I don't think it is. So.
I can't hear enough to know if it's rude or not.
So we've got Poker Face with previously the highest scorer, but then we had a 7-point jam earlier.
And again, that is Brictadia lead jammer. Nobody's spending a lot of time on this WFTDI jam line. They are moving very quickly, at least into the pivot line in turn 1. But that is, you know, the heat map. That is pretty much where everybody's been getting out when they get out. A nice hit by Princess Punch. But again, you know what helps is sometimes to let that jammer's force use it to stop yourself, because they're going forward, you're coming in. Oh, look at that apex jump and a swing with the arm to keep the balance.
It's a beautiful airtime there from Brictita.
Good pushing from Poker Face.
Slams into Mako there, but straight back up on her feet.
That is Cloak and Dragger, and Yeti or not, here I come. Mako helping to hold down that tripod. Nice knockout on Cloak and Dragger.
Lovely bit of offense from Feral Fairy to just
Feral Fairy. So smart.
And I believe that's Pina Colada going to... No, it's Princess Punch, I apologize. Princess Punch going to the penalty box there. That is the jam called. 12 points for the United States. 2 minutes left in this game.
So coming up next, we do have on the SISU Guards track, Finland versus Belgium.
Oh, wow.
That should be a really good game.
So both those teams are in with a chance of making the quarterfinals.
Yes, yes.
So I believe the first 5 games, it's whoever wins is directly into the quarterfinals, but then it comes down to big maths for the next 5 games.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And we got ourselves a new lead jammer.
So that's
that is Bonnie Thunders. Go ahead.
Now we have Aphrodite for Destruction 4 Team West Indies. Can they add to their 13 points before this game comes to an end as Bonnie Thunders puts 4 points on the board for the United States as they close in on the 500-point mark. Bonnie through again there. Oh, it's a power jam. Aphrodite for destruction in the penalty box. I didn't see the ref's hand signal. So Bonnie Thunders has half a minute to play with. The track is all Bonnie Thunders. And the United States holding back. Bowser there. And that's Bonnie Thunders through. That takes United States past the 500 point. 503 points to the United States.
Wow. So U.S. leveling up
Yeah.
on this third game.
Oh, and we have had another star pass. This Violet attack now. Will Violet's attack get some points? They're closing in on the pack. Bonnie Thunder's hands are in the air and she taps her hips just before Violet's attack gets there, just feet away. And a team timeout for West Indies. West Indies want one more jam in this game.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Why not?
They are hungry for more.
Maybe they get some more points.
Yes. And
Eagle already with 2 28-point jams in this half. I don't think we've seen anything over 30, have we?
No, 28 is the
28's
highest score in this half, game. So we're just having a chant for Polka from the West Indies crowd. So Polka Face with the star. And they're up against Gold Eagle. Like I say. I mean, what's that? 56 points over those two jams. Just those two jams alone. This polka they're singing. Polka.
Oh, okay. I can never understand what any crowd is saying.
I was lip reading Jumping Spider on this stream.
Okay.
So.
Wow, hacked. Good job.
Hey. Finally, my eyes start pulling their weight. So yeah, 507-13, 6 seconds left on the period clock. So this will be the last action of the game.
And that is Scald Eagle.
Scald Eagle doing what Scald Eagle does and taking lead for the United States.
Ooh, big hit into the pack by Eagle. Pokerface still working on that initial. That is number 23, Gallifrey, playing the offense for Eagle here, making sure they get as many points as they can. Oh, we've had a star pass. Gal ready with the catch.
So it's Feral Fairy now with a star for Team West Indies, but still currently stuck in that pack. Oh.
Ooh.
So Feral Fairy looked like they're out, but took a tumble, and now that United States wall reforms in front of them. That's the most soul-destroying thing you can have as a jammer. Think you through, but then there's a 3-wall right in your face. And I imagine the 3-wall being the United States is probably the most depressing 3-wall to see in front of you. And Scald Eagle now putting up 16 points in his jam so far.
Pokerface now blocking, getting spun around a bit on the floor there. So I want to see, we got 40 seconds. Looks like Eagle's just running it. I want to see Indies do a catch all together. Nice. 2, we got 2.
That's just the
Let's get
speed
Fairy
and
out.
power. How do you deal with that?
You get Feral Fairy out. That's what you have to do.
I think this is a kind when you need to do the squats to get the blocking power in. Lunges are useless in this situation.
And throwing yourself in front of the opposing jammer does help.
And here we
go.
have a 32-point jam. Just after we said we hadn't had anything
We
over 28
said that.
points. Yeah. And there
We're
is-
bad. 32-point jam to take the win. Holy moly.
Wow.
But you know West Indies enjoyed this game.
13 points against the best team in the world. They will be happy. They will be really pleased with this.
Left it all out there.
Yeah.
We do see Spider talking to a ref at the end. Maybe we can get some points taken off. I doubt it. Eagle got those. So, guys, that's the final score. USA Roller Derby taking the win, 539 points, beating their records against Team West Indies with 13 points. USA will move on definitely to those quarterfinals later today. Wow. We definitely saw some adjustments in the second half from West Indies. A lot more star passes, a lot more forcing at least sub 20 point jams by the United States. I don't think they have anything to be upset about. It was a great game.
Absolutely not. They will be thrilled, and they'll be partying for the rest of the day now. Their work is done here.
All right, thank you so much for watching United States USA Roller Derby versus Team West Indies. Up next on this track will be Finland versus Belgium in the 2025 Roller Derby World Cup. I've been Chai Kilski.
I've been Liam Needsom.
See you later.
See you later. Take care.